Good morning and Assalamu alaikum, my dear student. Hope that all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty. This is Shahinur Begum, lecturer of Management Department in Milestone College. Welcome you all to today's business organization class. Hope that all of you are ready for the class. Today I will start a new chapter. Chapter name is Organizing. Now let's talk about the class. Organizing, chapter 4. Dear student, all of you ready for the class? Organizing, chapter 4. First of all, you have to know what is organizing. In this chapter, there are some important topics. The definition of organizing, the features of organizing, the principles of organizing, the types of organizing, and organizing structure. Anyway, dear student, today I will discuss about the definition of organizing. What is called organizing? Organizing is to call the means and materials, making them suitable for achieving a predefined goal. As you know that organizing is the second functions of management. So already I have told you that about predefined goal. In any management functions, planning is the first condition. If anyone want to achieve their predefined goal, they have to organize the means and materials. So you have to know what is called means and materials. In management, you have learned 6M of management. This is called means and materials. This means and materials means man, money, market, method, materials. So without these materials, means and materials, nobody can achieve the adopted plan. Suppose in an organization, money is available, the machine is available, but labor is not available. So that time they cannot produce anything. They cannot reach their goal. So means and materials is very important in management functions, and in organization functions, means and materials, how to making them utilizations suitable for achieving a predefined goal. This is called organizing. Now let's talk about what is called types of organization structure. Okay, dear student, you have to say types of organization. Organization types. Organizations are divided into 5 types. Number 1, line organization. Number 2, line and staff organization. Number 3, functional organization. Number 4, matrix organization. Number 5, committee organization. I hope that everybody have the book. If you have the book, you have to take out your book and try to match with me. First, I am going to discuss about what is called line organization. What is called line organization? What do you mean by line? As we know that this is the common sense, this is the common conception. Line mean one straight. In your early age, when you read in class 1 to that time, you have learned one thing, that one is called like this way. From this, if it is going straight way, this is called the single line. So in this organization, the topmost authority, they will give the order. They will give the order. The subordinates, without hesitation, they must follow. They must listen the order of the big boss. It is also called the military organization. In the military organization, the chief of the army, they give the order from top to bottom, everybody must follow his order without any hesitation. Dear student, in this line organization, you must learn the definition, the advantage, disadvantage, and the application, utilization, like where this type of organization, where this type of organizing is utilized. So already I told, in army organization, this type of organization is followed. Not only that, another one you have to remember, especially the less complexity formation or the small type of organization also follow the line organization. In this organization, one boss is enough, and this type of organization, this is less cost. If one boss order and this order followed top to bottom, so one boss is enough. So this is one kind of merits or advantage for line organization. Now let's talk about line and staff organization. So in this organization, two types of executive. Already line is one executive and staff another one. So when two people, like when any staff executive or any specialist staff advise the line, that time they can take any decision. So you can remember that in this type of organization, a little bit critical, because one people cannot manage each and everything. That's why always the staff executive help the line executive. So again I am telling, you have to read, you have to memorize with advantage, disadvantage. If you read this type of topics with advantage and disadvantage, you can ever remember. So this type of line and staff organization, this is little bit costing, because this type of organization, the authority, the organization, they must pay line and staff both specialists, both executive. Sometimes they are a little bit conflict. They must take any decision without talking to people, and in the line organization, when they can take any decision rapidly, very promptly, very clearly, one person can take the decision. But in this type of organization, in line and staff, both executive sitting together, meeting together, and after that they can take any decision. So this is a little bit complicated and time consuming also. Now let's talk about functional organization. What do you mean by functional organization? What do you mean functions? As you know that functional means when any organization function are related in according or in the nature of the function. So in functional organizations, different functions are divided according to the nature, according to the capability of the individuals, different sections, different subsections. That means in an organization, when functions are divided and given to different individuals, different department, different sub-department. So there is a big benefit, big advantage. In this organization, when the activities or functions are divided, that time the individuals, different departments, they are accountable. They are more responsible about their duty. Suppose one example I can give. In my sections, there are three captains. If I give three captains, three responsibility according to their nature, that means if who are the capable for this, that time I easily find out their activities are completing properly or not, and the individuals, three individuals, they easily can accountable to me. Either they are working their job or not. So this is very important, organizing structure. Now let's talk about matrix organization. What do you mean by matrix organization? In sense, in this type of organization, matrix means mixed type of organization. In this modern business world or modern world, matrix organization is more important. In this organization, different functional organization, different production organization, they mix together. In general, the big type of organization, when they cannot manage each and every functions, they cannot manage the production individually, that time they mix together and complete this sort of organization. So matrix organization nowadays very popular organization, and if this type of organization work together, that time they can achieve a predefined goal, or they can utilize in adopted plan of action. Now let's talk about committee organization. Dear student, again I am telling you have to learn what is called committee. When you read these topics, you must learn what is called committee. A committee is a group of people where every individuals have the special quality for conducting any special job. Like you have heard exam committee, function committee, food committee, or any other committee, etc. So in this organization, different special individuals, they are appointed and they are doing the special job for achieving a predefined goal. So you have to learn first of all what is called committee, what is the committee's job, how they done their job, and committee how they complete their job and how they are important. So this committee organization also very important, because sometimes for doing any special tasks, like in a school, college, almost before conducting the exam, there is the exam committee. Different type of government employment job, also there are exam committee. If there is any conflict, like fire is occurred or any other accident, that time also the high authority people, they also prepare the committee. There are 3 members committee, 5 members committee, 7 members committee, or etc. etc. So committee is very important for doing the special job, and always the committee member they have the special quality for doing this job. So dear student, again I am telling today's topics, what is called organizing. This is very important topics. So many times I have told about organizing is the second functions of management, and this is related with the means and materials. In management, means and materials is very important thing. After that, I have discussed about types of organizing structure. So today you have to learn what is called structure, and after that you have to read what is called line organizing, what is called line and staff organizing, what is called matrix organizing, what is called functional organizing, what is called committee organizing. If you read this topic properly, if you memorize this properly, I hope that everybody is clear about types of organizing. This is very important topics. Almost every year question come from these topics. And one thing, always when you read anything, especially the functions of management, you try to understand where this type of functions is applicable, utilized for achieving a predefined goal, because all the activities are related, are all the activities for the achieving a predefined goal. So I hope that everybody are clear about types of organizing. Student, Hope that everybody are clear about today's topics. Today's topics is very important and you have to read these topics because this is very important functions of management. Stay home, be safe. Allah Hafiz. Thank you.